not going to work now. That's not going to work now. That's not going to work now. It's too late. It's too late. And all those people running around destroying Tesla vehicles, your last warning. Your last warning. And their groups are disbanded in the name of Jesus Christ. Disbanded. That's what it is. From now, it is into nothingness. Take down. Who are these people? These are haters of righteousness. They hate what is good. So remember, during the COVID, there were those who were forcing others. Get masked. Get masked. Don't come close. Social distancing. One of the most miserable days was when we saw children in school. They put tents on them. They put tents on them. Little kids, not allowed to play with their friends. These tents were just 1 meter by 1 meter for the children, so they would not be infected or well. That was bizarre. I mean, people like Dr. Fauci, they've got questions to answer. How a man like that could recommend such treatments to children, and his evil satanic recommendations around the world. And later on, when he was asked about it, they asked him, what's the science behind the masking and the social distancing? He said, I just thought it up. I just thought it up. He couldn't come up with the science. And all that time, in 2020, 2021, they kept saying, it's the science. I told you then there was no science behind it. It was all a lie, a deception. It was all a deception. But many fell for it. Thank God he saved his church. You know, because God's people are always wanting to obey laws. They always want to do what is right. Think how many of God's people would have been sacrificed on this altar of deception. Thank God they were saved. So this kind of evil is what you find. And they have the audacity to say, all over the world, they are declaring a day for Tesla takedown. You know what that is? It's not about Tesla. They are kind of warning you, if you fight against us, and these us are criminals. If you fight against us, we'll make your life miserable. We'll destroy your business. You do what we don't like, we'll take you out. That's the signal. And they expect everybody to become afraid. Don't support what is good. No, what has Trump done except to do good for the American public? What has he done? Except good. What policy has he enacted that was wrong? Everything so far is to benefit the American nation. It says America first. So what these people are saying, if you support him, we'll make your life miserable. They think it's what they did in his first term. No, that's not going to work now. That's not going to work now. That's not going to work now. It's too late. It's too late. And all those people running around destroying Tesla vehicles, your last warning. Your last warning. And their groups are disbanded in the name of Jesus Christ. Disbanded. That's what it is. From now, it is into nothingness. So we are in an era that the deep state cannot control. This is no longer, this is not your time. Understand it. So lie low and play dead. That's what you got to do. Just lie low and play dead. Because you can't win. It's out of your court. You can't win. This thing is too powerful for you. It's too powerful for you. It's too powerful for you. The Lord said to us, you are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. And we know it, and we're walking in the light of it. So make no mistakes about it. This is no generation that's about to fail or fall. No, we win only. We were brought into the kingdom for such a time as this. You better know it. Yeah. So it's the Lord's determination that we win. That's so all satanic organizations lie low, play dead, and shut up. So if you're working for an organization and you discover that that organization has been a criminal organization, get out of it. Because to continue working for them, knowing that they're fraudulent and criminal in nature, like USAID. He showed you a documentary yesterday. If you're working for such an organization, resign, quit, get out of it. This world doesn't belong to them. They thought it did. They thought it did. And you have several organizations. We talked about the WHO, WEF, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, George Soros Open Society Foundations. He's got these Open Society Foundations. These are all very terrible organizations. They do bad things around the world, very bad things. And they can't continue. They can't continue doing these evil things. So these are the kind of organizations that intimidate those who do well, those who do right. And they sponsor fake researches, false researches, and give us information because they try to control the educational institutions. In fact, one of the most beautiful things that Trump is doing in the United States is dissolving the Ministry of Education. They call it there the Department of Education. It's called Ministry of Education in many countries. So the Department of Education, because that's been used in several ways for the bad things. And I hope many others understand it. Because I told you before that the educational system was hijacked by the deep state. I told you this in 2020. They hijacked it because it's one of the control systems. When you say, everybody's going to pass through this academic line, and then you decide what they're going to learn, how much of it they're going to learn. But thank God, every once in a while, there are people who come out of the box. And there's where innovation is. It's time to set the people free. The educational system is a fraud. Has been a fraud in many countries. You cannot standardize knowledge. It's like standardizing the brain, standardizing ideas. How'd you do that? Man wasn't raised for that. Imagine if Thomas Edison had remained in the same way with his colleagues in class. Wouldn't have all the beautiful things we've got today. Look at the lights today. There's so much to look at in science and technology. You find that it was always the guys who took a step outside that classroom of standardized education that actually set the standards. So I hope that many other countries recognize, well, some may not want to do it because they don't know what else should follow, because they thought it came from God. They thought it was dropped from heaven. Ministry of Education, bam, Department of Education came from heaven. Yesterday, I did mention to you about um, the claims that there were natural viruses. And I said, no, there are no natural viruses. The only people who say so are those who were taught in school that there are natural viruses. And they never questioned it. So it's been in their heads for 25 years, 40 years. How can you easily change that? So they've believed that all their lives, even though they had no proof and they never asked questions. You know, somebody said there are 35,000 viruses. 35,000. It's a lie. They wrote out names. Ask them about many of those viruses. They don't know the source. They don't know their location. They can't tell you where they are. They have fake names for the viruses. They can't tell you what they do. And yet, they have all those names written down. So some claim that 11,000, some claim 35,000, some claim, oh, much more than that, much more than that. Where do they reside? You have a document on this? Fake. It's all been fake. They created them. And they're not near as many as they lied to the world about, because they can't tell you where those viruses are or what they do. I asked them, are viruses living things? Tell me, are they living things? If they're not living things, who created them? Where are they found? They can only multiply in their hosts, right? Because they were created to do so by the people who did them. And then they created the cure. Which the best situation for the cure, vaccine. Without vaccine, you can't finally cure them. Every other thing is just a temporary control measure. Thanks be unto God.